which moves towards the atmosphere, which moves towards the sky, that is called as stem. If it moves towards the ground, that is called as root. If the system moves towards the sky, it is called as stem. Okay, so the function of stem is giving rise to different branches. Okay, one stem intandre we don't like that, and even plant doesn't like that because they get limited supply of food. Food yakandre they get limited sunlight, so that they can prepare limited number of food. That's why the stem give rise to different branches. First thing, it give rise to branches, it give rise to leaves, it give rise to flowers, it give rise to fruits. Okay, this is the function of stem which we can see. So when we come for the stem, we can see that it acts as a protection for the plant because they can get a thorough upright position with the formation of the stem. If the branches are filled up, the good protection for the plant is given so that they cannot break off during air current. Okay, that's why this is the function of the stem which we can see. Okay, so when we come for the stem, we basically have two structures over here. Okay, I just request do not be confused with the structures which you see. Okay, stem has two different structures. One is node and other is internal. Okay, so I will help you. Okay, don't worry, I will draw certain diagrams and help you all to understand what is a stem, what is a node, and what is the internal. Okay, this is a stem which you can see. Okay, this is a stem. So here the stem have certain branches. Okay, this is a branch which arises from the stem. Okay, stem in the branches bantu. Okay, e branches again irta, leaves irta. Okay, singular we call it as a leaf, but we have four over here. That's why in plural we call them as leaves. Okay, you can see I have drawn four leaves over here. Okay, so now to observe node and an internode. Okay, so the position from which a branch is coming out to give rise to different leaves, flowers or fruit, that is called as node. Okay, this particular position is called as node. Okay, this is also a node over here. Okay, is it clear? So that is called as node. The position wherein a stem gives rise to different branches, that is called as node. Okay, and next the remaining position in between the two different nodes. Okay, the place in between two different nodes is called as internodes. Is it clear? So this is about nodes and internodes. Nodes are the one which give rise to branches from the stem, and the internodes are the one, the space between two nodes is called as internode. Is it clear? So you know the function of internode, you know the function of node. Function of internode ಏನಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it gives protection for the nodes so that they can be upright in position. Function of nodes ಏನide ಅಂದ್ರೆ they give rise to different branches by which a beautiful big picture of a tree or a plant is been formed. Okay, this is the function of nodes and internodes. So now coming back to the function of these particular stem, we can see that the most basic function of stem is conduction. Okay, conduction of water, conduction of minerals. Okay, conduction yakandre roots function ಏನide, they go on absorbing. They absorb water, they absorb minerals, but the function of stem is that they have to conduct. Conduct andre ಇಲ್ಲಿ absorption ನಡೆದಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ root stem ಇಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ minerals ತಗೊಂಡು different parts ಗೆ transport ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. That is the function of stem. That is conduction. Okay, conduction is the basic function of the stem, and apart from that we see protection. Protection yakandre different branches in form ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವು one chalo protection ಕೊಡ್ತಾವೆ so that they may not fall off during air current. Okay, that's why we see they help in case of protection for the structure of a plant. And then in 1.5 feet. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು whitish color root like structures ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ potato ಮೇಲೆ. Okay, those are the roots of potato. So roots ಅಂತ already ಇದೆ. That's why that is the potato which you have, that is the stem part. Okay, this is how we can imagine. Example over here is storage function is potato, ginger. Okay, then even you get turmeric. Okay, haldi ಏನಂತೀವಲ್ಲ turmeric. Those are all the example for modified stem. Is it clear? So this is example for storage of food in case of stem. Okay, that is a modified function. Conduction bit to storage function ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can see that in case of potato, turmeric and ginger. Is it clear? So this is about stem. So now apart from this also you see certain different kinds of function in stem. Conduction ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ tendrils. Okay, the circular part of the stem. Okay, full circular part. ಅವು ಏನು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, those help into climbing upwards so that the entire plant will get protection. Okay, tendrils ನೀವು basically cucumber plant ನಾಗ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, watermelon plant ನಾಗ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. Okay, ಅದೇನು ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, those are called as tendrils. Okay, so these are the basic functions of the stem. So now we can move ahead for the next part, that is called as the leaf. Okay, we will now study about leaf, and after that we will go for the flower. Okay, these are all structures. Actually this is deleted for you all. I am just revising this because you can remember certain words over here. Okay, next we will move for the leaf. Okay, make sure this is been deleted from your syllabus. Here you can see this is the diagrammatic representation of a leaf. Okay, here what you see, this is basically a stem. Okay, and at node position. Okay, node is the one which gives rise to branches. From one branch you can see there is the formation of a leaf. Okay, so this particular node gives rise to a branch called as a leaf. Okay, from this branch, okay, leaf in the alien structures name ಕಾಣಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾವಂದ್ರೆ, okay, this particular region, okay, the branch which is moving upright. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ branches ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, this is the branch. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು leaf formation ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, ಇದೇನ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ branch ಮತ್ತು leaf ನಡುವರ್ಗ, that is called as petiole. Okay, I'll just show you if I have a leaf. Yeah, here you can see. Okay, so I have plucked one flower. I'll just tell you later. Okay, here you can observe. Okay, so I have plucked one leaf. Okay, a half leaf I have plucked. So here you can see that this was the down part was of the part of a stem, and here if this is the leaf. Okay, so here you can see a thread like position. Okay, this particular position which you can observe, that is called as petiole of a leaf. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Petiole of a leaf. Okay, and after petiole we see different lobes of a leaf. Those are called as lamina. Okay, a lobe of a leaf is called as lamina, and the middle structure, okay, which consists of veins, okay, that is called as midrib. Okay, it also consists of veins. I'll tell you further the types of venations. Okay, so these are the veins which you see. Okay, here we can imagine that we have a midrib and we have veins into our body. Okay, in the same way you can imagine the midrib is present at the center, and from that we get veins of the different parts of leaf. Okay, the function of these midrib and veins is that they can transport certain water and minerals so that a leaf can provide good food. Okay, they can synthesize good number of food. That's why the function of the veins is that they go on supplying certain nutrients. Okay, supplying all the grocery materials so that the leaf may sit. Okay, chloroplast may sit inside the leaf and prepare a good food for them. Okay, that's why this is the function of midrib and veins. Okay, so apart from that you get another structure called as stipule. Okay, I hope I can show you over here if I have. Yes, good, I have this. Okay, I'll just send you a picture of this. I'll take a picture and add it over here. You need not worry. The small structure, okay, which gets a bud-like structure around the leaf is called as stipule. the birds in Batavla, those are axillary and terminal. Okay, axillary bud andre here you can observe this is axillary position. Sideways position bud nodidre that is axillary bud. If terminal bud we can see over here, that is called as terminal bud. So there are two kinds of bud. One is axillary bud and other is the terminal bud. Okay, so here this is axillary position, sideways in position, that's why we say axillary bud. Okay, so this is about leaf. So when we come for the leaf of certain lily or certain groups, we can see that okay, in some cases of leguminous plants, what we see again petiole irtadalla. I had drawn a picture of petiole. This petiole is swollen at the base. Okay, this is stem. Okay, the petiole which is swollen at the base, that is called as pulvinus. Okay, the swollen base of a petiole is called as pulvinus. Is it clear? See, make sure you will not be confused with the words over here because these are the basic technical terms. That's why I am taking my difficulties to make you understand, so that I just request one thing, that you will remember this for your entire life. Okay, in case of leaf we get petiole, lamina, midrib, veins, stipula, and in some cases of leguminous plants we get pulvinus. Pulvinus is the swollen base of a petiole. Is it clear? So this is about leaf. So when we come for the venation in case of leaf, okay, depending on a monopod and a dipod plant, we get such that okay, we have two different venations in case of leaf. Okay, one is, I'll draw one over here. So when we come for the venation in case of leaf, we have two different kinds of leaves. One is reticulate venation and another is the parallel venation. Okay, so we have a midrib over here. Midrib in the, if we get reticulate kind of venation, reticulate under improper crisscross kind of venation, then we call them as reticulate venation. Okay, so in some cases, actually reticulate venation is found in case of dicotyledonous plants. Okay, parallel venation is nothing but this is a midrib. Okay, and all the veins which are formed, those are parallel to the midrib. Okay, parallel to the midrib iddaga we call them as parallel venation, and this we find in case of monocotyledons. Is it clear? So here you can observe a dicotyledonous plant and here you can observe a monocotyledonous plant. So we can see two different kinds of venation of the leaf. Okay, so basically the conduction, okay, the function of leaf I have told you, the first basic function is photosynthesis. Apart from that, we also see storage of food in case of leaf. Okay, storage we actually get in case of onion and garlic plants. Okay, you can imagine onion is the storage of leaf material. Okay, the leaf material, when they start storing the food, then we find in this particular case in case of onion and garlics. Okay, you can imagine an onion plant. You can see it has a root, it has the stem. When you just pluck open the petals of onion, okay, onion is one petals tagirikund nim nadagu anta structure kanustadu. Okay, that is called as stem of an onion. Okay, and sideways you find leaf of an onion. So here onion which you see, it has modified its function from synthesizing the food, it has modified to storage of the food, and that's why we see examples such as onion and garlic. If you want, you can take off a garlic at home, pluck all the cloves of garlic, one garlic clove separate ಮಾಡಿ nadak you get a thicker structure, that is called stem of a garlic, and sideways you get leaves of a garlic which have stored food. Is it clear? So here we see alternate function from conduction of food. Okay, that is preparation of food in the storage of food nodidre. We can take an example of garlic and onion. Is it clear? So this is about leaves which we can see. So after this, okay, we have different types of leaves. Okay, I'll just erase this. Okay, we have two different kinds of leaf. One is simple leaf and other is the compound leaf. Simple leaf is the one where we get a simple leaf. Okay, simple leaf andre this one made sugar and then we get different leaf. Okay, only one leaf or two leaf for one particular branch we call them as simple leaf. Okay, then compound andre complex leaf ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು compound leaf ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, compound leaf are also two types. Pinnate compound leaf. Okay, pinnate and palmate compound leaf. Pinnate ಮತ್ತು palmate leaf ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Okay, pinnate leaf ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I have told you in my previous video I guess about pinnate. Okay, I'll tell you again, no worry. So pinnate is the one wherein there is a stem, okay, or a branch. Okay, for this branch we have certain leaf. Okay, this is called pinnate leaf. Okay, palmate leaf is the one where we have a branch. Okay, we have a leaf over here. Okay, like this. A floral, okay, a whole or a circular arrangement of a leaf is called as palmate leaf. Whereas pinnate leaf is the one branch here we see opposite alternate sides we see arrangement of leaves. But palmate leaf is the one wherein we see whole arrangement. Okay, whole andre circular kind of arrangement of the leaf structures is called as palmate leaf. Is it clear? So this is about types of leaf which we get, and there is another term called as, okay, if arrangements nodtevalla leaves on the branches, that particular term is called as phyllotaxy. Okay, phyllo in the sense it refers to plants. Taxy is the arrangement of leaves on a branch of a plant is called as phyllotaxy. Okay, phyllotaxy now ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ now arrangements of leaves ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ we see further different kinds of arrangements. Okay, we see three kinds of arrangement. Okay, I'll just erase this arrangements. Okay, one is alternate, opposite and whole. We get three different types of arrangement. Okay, in the compound leaf idala we get two types of leaf. One is simple leaf and other is the compound leaf. Simple leaf are the simple leaves which are one or two in number and those are simply arranged. Compound leaf is the one wherein one branch we see more than 5 or 6 leaves which are arranged. Okay, compound leaf bandaga we get two different kinds of leaves. Those are pinnate leaf and palmate leaf. Pinnate leaves are the one wherein there is a branch and sideways to the branch we see leaves. Palmate leaf is the one wherein branch tip nadbarka we see circular arrangement of leaves. Those are called as palmate leaf. Okay, and the arrangement of leaves on a branch is called as phyllotaxy. So while talking about phyllotaxy or while talking about arrangement of leaves on a branch, we get three different kinds of leaves. Okay, and the three different kinds of leaves are alternate arrangement, opposite arrangement and whole arrangement. Whole arrangement anta na helini. Circular arrangement bantandre that is whole. Alternate andre one branch inda alternatively leaf formation agitandre. Okay, this is alternating structure. Alternate arrangement anta helteve. Opposite andre one branch inda exact opposite side ge hosa leaf bantandre that is alternate arrangement. Whole leaf is the one wherein we see circular kind of leaf arrangement. Okay, these are all the leaf. So circular kind of leaf arrangement bantandre we call them as whole leaf. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ circular leaf ಬರ್ತಾವ. Don't imagine this as a coconut tree, please. Okay, so here we can see whole kind of arrangement in case of this kind of phyllotaxy, wherein we see arrangement of leaves. So this is about leaf. So now we can move to our next topic, that is called as inflorescence. Okay, I hope this basic concept is clear for you all. Okay, in my next video lecture, I will be starting with the topic called as inflorescence, which is included in your syllabus. Okay, which is included in your current NCERT syllabus. Okay, I hope each and every terms are clear for you. I'll just shortly revise for you all. Okay, we have studied about root, shoot and leaf. Okay, coming back to the different types of roots, we have studied that roots are of three types: taproot, fibrous root and adventitious roots. Okay, while coming to this time, we have studied basic structure called as nodes and internodes. Okay, and then coming back to the leaf, we have studied different structures called as petioles, pulvinus, stipules, lamina, midrib and veins. Okay, these are the structures which we have studied in case of leaf. Okay, I guess this is all clear to you all. Okay, and I request that for the next video, be prepared with all these terms and sit to watch your class. Okay, and in the next video, I'll be telling you the lecture about, I'll be continuing the lecture on inflorescence topic, which is included in your NCERT syllabus. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubts or questions, you can ask me anytime. Yeah, and I'll be soon sending the notes of this video, so do not worry about this. Okay, thank you for watching.